Hey guys, what you might have seen yesterday down here in Florida, Governor Ron Desantis signed a anti-vaccine mandate bill. In it, he basically said it's against the law for any company in the state of Florida to mandate vaccines, to fire anybody over it. He also said it's against the law for any school, public schools, to mandate vaccines or masks. So you may have seen that, but what you might have missed was that he signed it in a little town called Brandon, Florida. I assure you this was not a coincidence. I mean, he's up in Tallahassee, and he actually works. He's not like Joe Biden. He actually does a lot of work. So Brandon, I would say a good 4-hour drive. And there's nothing in Brandon unless you're a wrestling fan. Brandon has one of the best high school wrestling teams in the country. And I even said, the year my son, he was a freshman, took third in states in Florida in Division III, and we were the smallest school in the largest division. For wrestling, there's only 3 divisions, so we won it. It was a miracle. We beat Miami. This little hick town of St. Cloud beat Miami for the state championship. But Division II, which actually is a smaller school division, was Brandon. They won. But when we would meet them outside of, in just like duels, they would always beat us. They were our nemesis. Brandon Wrestling is phenomenal. They actually had a special on MTV about these guys. So, but other than that, I'm digressing because I'm a wrestling fan. But besides their wrestling team, there's nothing in Brandon. So this was just like a thumb in the eye to Joe Biden, because Ron DeSantis loves freedom as much as me and you. He's a freedom-loving American. And this isn't about the efficacy or the safety of vaccines. We debate that on my Rumble channel. This is all about freedom. Ron DeSantis encourages vaccines. He says he's fully vaccinated. He just knows the absurdity of one man acting as a dictator, forcing every American to take a medicine, whether they want it or not. And most Floridians are freedom-loving people. That's why we have Ron DeSantis as a governor. And most Floridians, adults have been vaccinated. The vaccination rate's over 50%, but most of them don't believe that we should be told by one man, a dictator, Joe Biden, to take medicine, whether we want it or not. So he has great support. He will win re-election in a landslide. I bet my house on it. So the time to stop wishing you lived in Florida is now. It's time to move to Florida. If you're a freedom-loving American, if you're a patriot, please come to Florida. And we can make it really easy. Just go to realestateforlife.org, tell them Blue Collar Catholic sent you, and you want to move to Florida. Jobs are abundant here. The weather is fabulous. I mean, we're a week away from Thanksgiving. And this sweatshirt will come off in about an hour, and I'll be in a polo shirt and shorts. I'm not lying, look. I don't know if you can see I'm in shorts. So, headline, blue collar, shows leg. Yeah, I know. I got more hair on my legs than I do on my head. That's why I always wear a hat and shorts. I don't know. Maybe it's subconscious. I don't know. But the point is, I'll be in shorts all year long. I'll work in shorts. So if it gets a little cold, I put a sweatshirt on. This is about the most wintry thing I wear. I'm not even kidding you. The weather here is beautiful. The government is like the government's supposed to be. They leave you the heck alone, There's no government handout, so if you're coming here for a handout, it's really hard to get unemployment. I got laid off for a little while during the pandemic, and it was a pain in the butt to get unemployment. But if you want to work, if you're willing to work, jobs are abundant. This is a right-to-work state, and Governor DeSantis is not going to take away your rights, and he's not going to lose re-election. He's going to win in a landslide. So go to realestateforlife.org, tell them Blue Collar Catholic sent you, and tell them you want to move to Florida. It's not that hard. Just do it. Honest to God, I moved down here. We had 4 kids, and then my wife had another baby after. Moved down here with 4 kids. I swear to you, we had a minivan. Whatever we could fit in the minivan, we fit in. Everything else, we had a garage sale. Then what was left over, we donated to the church. Had $900 and bad credit. I got 2 jobs within the first couple of weeks I was here. I was able to buy a house. I mean, the average house in New Jersey costs 6 times the average salary in New Jersey. The average house in Florida only costs 3 times the average salary. So yeah, wages are a little bit lower in Florida than New Jersey, but it works out for your benefit. Blue collar guys can afford to buy a house in Florida. Blue collar guys cannot buy a house in New Jersey. My dad never owned a house. He died 71 years old, never owned a house because he lived in New Jersey his whole life. He retired the last couple of years, and then he was like, why bother getting a house now? But he could afford one in Florida. When he came to Florida, I showed him. I said, Dad, you can buy a house here. It's not just for the rich. Trust me. So I'm telling you, if you love freedom and you want to, have a nice life for your family without the government, telling you what you can and cannot do, like you're some kind of little kid. If you're tired of living in a nanny state like New York, New Jersey, or California, come to Florida. Go to realestateforlife.org. Tell them Blue Collar Catholic sent you. God bless. Stay Catholic and stay tuned for some good Catholic apologetics this weekend.